yes, that's the last Oi Yes of the year, you guys. This is UFC 296. It's the last card of the calendar year 2023. We got Leon Scott headlining against Colby Covington. A great pay-per-view card here. Five fights on the pay-per-view card, 7 fights on the undercard. We lost Randy Brown versus Muslim Salikov. We lost Ian Gary versus Vicente Luque, but we still got 12 great fights on this card. Now, this is the last Greasy 4-leg parlay of the year, so we were looking to cash this one. I've got a nice little 4-legger here for us, and I will share my screen with you guys. Get on DraftKings Sportsbook here and take you through it one leg at a time. It's an interesting card. You know, I actually, to be honest, I had a hard time finding 4 legs that I really liked that was going to bring this thing up to an acceptable number that it would be worth betting. You know, I don't want to give you a 4-leg parlay for plus 390 or something like that. So I had to find some plus money spots, or at least one plus money spot that could fatten this thing up a little bit. But the 3 legs that I'm kind of anchoring it with, I like it a lot. And, you know, we got to take some risk if we're going to make some money on this thing. So that's what it's all about. Finding the underpriced risk that we can take to fatten this thing up and stack cash tickets like flapjacks for this, the last UFC event of the card. What's up to everybody that's live watching? Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Please consider joining that Patreon where you get access to all the statistics that you're going to see in today's video. And I will get my stats up here on the screen for you guys. Share my screen with you guys. And there we go. And let's get into it now. First leg. Fight doesn't go to decision for the curtain jerker, Martin Budai versus Shamil Gaziev. Now, when we look at the prop template for this, we see the fight doesn't go to decision. We're sitting at minus 167 here. That's overpriced by about 1.44% when we compare that 62.55% implied probability of the line to the 61% fight doesn't go to decision rate for the heavyweight division here since 2013. So not a terribly overpriced line when we compare it to the benchmark. Martin Budai's fights have finished inside the distance 2 of 4 times, 50% of the time. And this is Gaziev's debut. Now, the beautiful thing about this bet is that we're getting a cheaper price because Budai has been to 3 decisions, actually. One of them was a technical decision. There was an illegal knee, illegal elbow that was deemed to be illegal but accidental in the Fat Barnett fight. So, but that elbow actually looked pretty legal to me. But either way, he was kind of fighting guys who were not pushing the pace, were not finishers. Guys like Bresky, guys like Barnett, guys like, who's the other guy that he fought? Parisian, he finished, and then Jake Collier. So I see this fight finishing because it's a Shamil Gaziev fight. And Gaziev is a guy who's going to bring hell for like the first 3 to 4 minutes of this fight. He's got really heavy hands. He's got power in both hands. And he's a very good wrestler. And when he gets to top control, he will try to get to your back and finish the fight. However, because he swings with so much power in his punches, and because he wrestles so aggressively at his size, you know, it's hard to push that kind of a pace for any heavyweight. But when you got piss poor conditioning, it becomes even harder. So we're getting a really big discount on the fight doesn't go to decision here. I kind of feel like it should be minus 250, minus 300. So I love this leg here at minus 175 on DraftKings Sportsbook. I have a 2.5 unit bet on the fight doesn't go to decision here at minus 167 on Bet Rivers Sportsbook. I considered max betting that, but I also played some props along with it so that I reduced my exposure on just the fight doesn't go to decision. And I'm playing Budai round 2, round 3, and looking for the best number on Gaziev round 1. So either way, guys, loving violence for this spot. We're kicking it off with Budai Gaziev, fight doesn't go to decision. Second line is going to be the one that fattens up this parlay, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one that's going to make the bookies pay us out big if we hit it. Under 1.5 rounds for Menafield versus Jacobe. Now, I have a tracked bet on this fight for the fight doesn't start round 2 at plus 230, which is even fatter. And 5 of 11 Alonzo Menafield fights and 4 of 10 Dustin Jacobe fights have finished in round 1 at the UFC level. So 42.86%. The prop template loves this trifecta bet here for the fight doesn't start round 2. We don't get quite as much value here on the under 1.5 rounds, but it is another trifecta bet, which just means it's underpriced according to the available metrics that we would use to kind of find baseline prices for these particular prop markets. So plus 151, we're getting plus 154 here on DraftKings. So we put in that plus 154, 39.37% implied probability, but 45.3% of fights go under 1.5 rounds in this division, the light heavyweight division. 47.62% of their combined 21 fights have finished under 1.5 rounds. That's an 8.25% break. And these guys are going under 1.5 rounds at a 47.62 rate, a higher rate than the division as a whole. So when the two fighters go at a higher rate than the division as a whole, you would expect the unders to be overpriced according to the benchmarks. They aren't. So that's what this tool, the prop template, kind of tells us. When we have green here, and green here, it means that all three metric comparisons are telling us that based on the benchmark for the division, the prior performance of the two fighters, and how the prior performance relates to the implied probability of the line and the benchmark of the division, they're underpriced according to all three of those metrics. That's how we determine value, and that's how we know at plus 154, we're getting a pretty good outcome here. It might not happen, but we know Dustin Jacobe's got serious power early in fights, as does Alonzo Menafield. And Menafield's also got a pretty cheeky submission game that he's been working on as well. So I'm looking for this fight to finish early. Give me some violence here. That'll bring us up to, if we go to DraftKings Sportsbook here, I didn't even put this in there. So first one, we're going to go to fight props, and we're going to get minus 175 for Gaziev versus Budai. Fight doesn't go to decision. And there is a profit boost here. So we'll opt into this profit boost. Oh, wait, that makes me have to log in. Hang on. Forget it. So we got that minus 175. Then we're going to go to the under 1.5 rounds here for Menafield versus Jacobe, which is plus 154. That brings us up to plus 299. Leg number 3, Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week, and still Alexandre Pantoja, money line minus 192. I almost went inside the distance to fatten it up even more because the fight doesn't go to decision for this fight is minus 550 on BetOnline Sportsbook. So the bookies are basically telling you it's about an 85% chance that this fight finishes inside the distance. But we're just going to play a little bit safe here. I like Pantoja's experience. I like the fact that Brandon Royval leaves a lot of openings and makes a lot of mistakes in the grappling exchanges. And that's when Pantoja can get to your back, exploit that, and finish the fight with the rear naked choke. I also think Pantoja is probably going to be the guy who's more durable on the feet. And people who are saying that Pantoja was getting cooked last time, maybe you should go watch the Brandon Moreno fight and look at Pantoja on the stool in between rounds 1 and 2. It looked like he was completely done after 5 minutes. This guy went another 20 hard minutes. Just because Alexander Pantoja looks like he's tired or it looks like he might start getting cooked, he's not going to get cooked. The dude's never been finished by anybody in his entire pro career. So I like Pantoja a lot. I think he's gonna cover this line and look minus 200 here and get this third leg of the parlay cashed for us. And because we've got 3 legs cashed, if we get this far, we want that fourth leg to be something fat that we can hedge out on and potentially just lock in some profit here on this greasy 4-legger. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the third leg in there, which is going to be this Pantoja money line here at minus 192. That brings us up to plus 507. And then we're going to go to alternative total rounds here on DraftKings, and we're going to get the main events here under or over 3.5 rounds at minus 270. That brings us up to plus 731 on DraftKings Sportsbook. If we were to put this parlay together on FanDuel, let's see what we would get. Budai Gaziev fight doesn't go to decision, minus 172. The time prop for Menafield Jacobe, total rounds under. Oh, that they got it at 2.5. Oh, fuck. So that won't even work here. It won't even work on FanDuel because they don't offer that bet, but we could do it here. Budai Gaziev fight doesn't go to decision, minus 167. Jacobe Menafield under 1.5, plus 155. Pantoja money line, minus 200. That's a little expensive. Colby over 3.5, minus 335. That gets up to plus 696. So DraftKings Sportsbook is doing us way better here. Yeah, checks in at plus 731 on DraftKings Sportsbook. That's the Greasy four-legger. Let's cash this thing. I'm going to put a half unit on this one this week and hope that we cash this one, the last one of the year, because last week was another 3 out of 4 week. Very disappointing that the Junyong Park Andre Muniz fight didn't finish. I really felt that was very likely to finish. Striker versus grappler. Muniz, terrible conditioning, but Park didn't bring any conditioning either. Wasn't able to finish. So either way, we got a plus 731 here. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. We got T in here saying cardio parlay, Colby by decision, Durden by decision. I've already bet Colby by decision, T, plus 250. I got a half unit on that. I like that. Durden by decision. Yeah, if it goes to full 15, I think Durden could be the better minute winner in the wrestling exchanges. But I do have a bet on Tagiru and Bekov to win by first round submission at plus 950, because I do think that Durden does get a little bit sloppy in some of the scrambles and grappling exchanges, and he leaves himself open to submissions. We got the Grateful Dude in the room saying, "Oi, yes, what's up, Grateful Dude?" We got DFS by the numbers saying the last oi of the year. It's sad, but there'll be a lot more ois coming your way in 2024, you guys. Prince of Mischief saying, "Oi, yes." We got Garrett Gatlin saying, "Let's go, Weezy." We got Garrett Gatlin saying, "Will you be at Rivers tonight? I'm hoping to see you there or tomorrow." I won't be, dude. I'm still sick. I still have a chest cold and a head cold, so I'm not really going out right now at this time of year. I got to get over this shit first. It's been in my lungs now for almost 2 weeks, and it's been in my head for over 2 weeks. So I am just trying to get healthy before the holiday season kicks in, so that I can put in a ton of work over the 3 weeks off to finish up upgrading the Patreon for all my members. But I wish you luck, Garrett. Have fun at Rivers. Go cash those bets, man, because I'm not going to be there getting everybody else sick at this time of year. That's not my job. Chris Harv saying, "Let's get the mortgage paid off this weekend, brother. Let's get it, man." We got Joe C saying, "Oi, glad to be here live. Best of luck and feel better, Weezy." Thank you so much, Joe C. Appreciate you, man. We got Victor De Jesus in the room. What's up, dude? Saying, "Oi, yes." What's up, Weezy in chat? Let's stack them high this weekend. Let's get it, Vic. Let's go, man. Teron Brown saying, "What's up, Uncle?" We got D Spearman in the room saying, "Weezy, what's up, dude?" My guy MMA Jesus, Devin the Dude. Let's go. Colby is the lock of the year, plus 140. I got a boost on my bookie, plus 189. Yeah, I think he's doesn't he have a promo code for my bookie .ag? That's not bad. So yeah, plus 189. There you go, man. Colby by sub plus 1100. He's a black belt now. We got Silky B saying, "Blessed B, it's getting greasy. Let's go, you guys." We got Garrett saying, "Feel better, Weezy. We'll be riding the Greasy four-legger straight to the cashier." Let's get it, Garrett. Let's get it, man. And then tell that cashier over at Bet Rivers that their Uncle Weezy says hello. We got Ryan Suck in the room saying, "Need to see you at Rivers at some point, Weezy. We can get a hand of blackjack together. Let's do it, man." I'll be there at some point next year for sure, man. I got a friend of mine that lives right in Park Ridge there by the airport, so I can get over there right whenever I want to. We got and there is my guy Rob, who lives right there in the neighborhood. So I'm saying I'll be at Rivers chanting Weezy. There you go, Rob, my guy, man. And we got Teron Brown saying that was a good press conference yesterday. Yeah, I mean, Colby always puts on a show. the white wig, the old battle uniforms from 1776. The guy is as talented of an entertainer and fight promoter as he is a wrestler and cardio monster in the cage, man. Yeah, and Ryan Sucks saying, Desplains, we ride. I grew up in Park Ridge, Ryan. So yeah, definitely. We us Northwest suburbs cats, we know what's up, man. So thank you guys for hanging out. My guy DFS by the Numbers going live right now on his channel. So I wanted to get this thing knocked out for you guys. Once again, fight does not go to decision for the curtain jerker. Budai versus Gaziev at -175. The under 1.5 rounds for Jacobe versus Menafield at +154. If you're on a book where you can only get the 2.5 or fight doesn't start particular round bets, I would say either go fight doesn't start round 2 to fatten it up even more and get both of their best win conditions, or fight doesn't start round 3, or even fight doesn't go to decision. The Alexander Pantoja money line at -192. That's Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week. That's the third leg. Fourth leg, over 3.5 rounds for Edwards Covington at -270. Checks in at +731 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's cash it, you guys. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel this year. Thank you so much for your attention, for hitting that thumbs up button on all my videos, for subscribing to the channel, for leaving me comments down below, and most importantly, for supporting the work by joining the Patreon, getting access to the advanced stats that you see like this, to the prop templates, and to a lot more products that will be doing prize picks and analysis for significant strike lines, for fantasy score lines, and for takedown lines. Keep an eye out for those products available on my Patreon next year. And we're also going to be doing underdog and then all the bet online lines that have the significant strike props, takedown props, so that we can find some of these lesser utilized prop markets before they get too sharp and kind of take advantage of them before they do. So thank you guys for your support. A happy 2024 to all of you. A happy holiday season to all of you. And I will see you guys next year on Pub Sports Radio, right here on Uncle Weezy's channel and on the MMA Engine YouTube channel. God bless each and every one of you guys. Oh my God. We got, first of all, Garrett saying, Patty going to run through Tony. Yeah, I know. Love Tony, but his time has ended. Every press conference, he says he's going to make a run again. Yeah, and we don't believe him anymore. And ring a ding ding, you guys. Robert Saladino with the $5 donation saying Patty's a lock. He's already in for UFC 300. He's going to face Marcus Davis. That would be hilarious. They're going to bring Marcus Davis fresh off his loss to Nate Diaz back in 2015. We can see the Irish hand grenade back in there. I love it, dude. Thank you so much for the donation, Robert. It's much appreciated, man. Tehran is very confident in Ferguson. We got Ryan. If Weezy shows up to Rivers, I'll be stacking it like flapjacks. Let's go. Gonna shave the dealer's ass in blackjack. There you go, man. Tehran saying, I didn't like how Colby brought up Tony Ferguson mental health situation or what he said about Edwards' dad. Yeah, I mean, he says a lot of shit, but it's always, you know, he's always trying to get in people's heads and just be that dick that people talk about. He gets people talking. Hey, glad I could make the live, says Riding High. Merry Christmas from New Zealand, mate. Same to you, brother. Take care. Everybody have a great time watching these fights, and we will see you guys again in 2024. I'm going to go over to DFS by the Numbers channel and watch his live stream right now. I suggest all of you guys do the same. Have a great time watching the fights. We'll see you next year in 2024, everybody. Take care.